Good morning, YouTube. This is Chuck Jennels, and I'm really glad you stopped by. And what you're looking at here is a geosluice high banker that I've used in my last video. And what I'm doing now, I'm just feeding some dredge tailings in, and the video was about cleaning up dredge tailings and getting the gold out of it. And the reason you're seeing this over again is this is part two, as the little clip just said. And part two is going to be a little different than part one. And I hope you enjoy it. And I'll go into this in a little bit here. But right now, just watch the water run for a little bit, and I'll be back. If you remember from the last video, guys, this is what happened here. When we put the jet dry in, I put in way too much, and it's been an ongoing problem for me over the years that I put in too much jet dry. Anyhow, I thought you'd like to see a repeat of that so you can have a laugh. All right, guys, if you're going to do a recirculating project like this in the shop, take your bucket and set it on top of an upside down 5-gallon bucket. It saves your back tremendously, so you don't have to keep bending over all the time to get your material. Okay, guys, this is the first view of the gold, and it's all flour gold, very fine in amongst all this lead. And as you can see here, I'm pulling a few pieces out, and there's much, much more fine gold, flour gold. Well, guys, I got about 40% of the gold out of this, and it's all in with all this lead. This looks like rock, but 90% of it's lead all the way through there, so it's going to take longer than I got today. So, all right, guys, now that you've had a short recap of what the last video had in it, and just in case you forgot, I had a comment from a fellow Arizonian, and he comments on almost every one of my videos. He's done it for quite a while, and it's 48 state, excuse me, 48 state prospecting. And he made a comment that I was thinking about. So, you know, great minds think alike. So his comment was, you know, you probably ought to go ahead and screen that material down, because all that lead's just going to be in a way and it will take forever. And so we were in total agreement. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take my screens over here, these screens, and I'm going to start out with a 10 mesh, a 20 mesh, and I believe this bottom one's a 30. So we'll go ahead and screen this material down, get the lead out, get the little bit of rocks out that are in there, and we should have some pretty clean material clear down to 30 mesh and maybe through 30 mesh. I'm not really sure how this is going to shake out right now, so let me get started, set this up to go ahead and screen this, and I'll be back. So it's horribly cold again this morning, and a high wind. I think, well, it's not high, real high yet. It's about 15-mile-an-hour wind, and it was about 24, 26 this morning. So in order to get water for that, that's my panning tub. I'm going to have to go in the house, so it'll be a back and forth trip for a while. So not that that matters, because you're inside where it's warm and I'm not. So there. Okay, so we got set up here. You can see this is 10, 20, and 30 on the bottom. Got our material here with all the black sand and gold, and well, not all the gold because we got some of it out of there. So we're gonna kind of shake this down. Let's see if I can Get this in here. There we go. I can see that better. Okay, so that's all that we had. But if you look in here, you can see all the nasty lead and junk that's in there. I might have that in all. Oh, now we got it all over the bench. Okay, so now that's got the lead in it. Oh, these are really stuck together. It gets cold and everything shrinks. So that is, let me look here. Make sure there's no nice big chunks in here, and there isn't. So this is all the lead, and this is the 30 plus in this screen, and there could be gold in that, so we'll have to do it, but here's what we got left. Right there, just a nice fine bunch of material. Then we'll restack that upside down so I know what it is. Okay, so now I've got lead and stone everywhere. I ought to save this lead and Capel with it, but I'm not going to, so that's another day. I'll get that bending tub filled and be back. All right, guys, if you happen to need a container to carry your water out to a claim, if it's dry or you're dry washing or something, this is the perfect thing. That's a cat littered jug. It holds 3.5 gallons, and it's just got a carry handle and everything. You got everything you need, and it's free if you have a cat. If you don't have a cat, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it won't work for you. So that being said, now we've got water in the tub, and we've got, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do one pan at a time, and the way I'm going to distribute this, I believe, is use this handy dandy shovel, and maybe 2 scoops at a time. I think that might do it. Down here, I really should do this on the table, because this, even at 30 minus, this is teeny stuff. I don't know if you can see that one. Don't have real good light right here. There's one right there, guy right there. I say they're not big, but my goodness, it was a lot. In the worst case scenario, you can make a button out of these. Melt them and make a button. You get enough of them. Okay, let's shake it down a little bit more. There's another coming out. One here. See, and 48th State was right. We're in total agreement on that, that would be too hard to try to get these out with all that lead in there. If you can't hardly pan the lead away, and everything's underneath the lead. But there's a lot of gold in this. Wish I could remember where that came from. I'll probably keep these tails here, and what I'll do is sometime in the future I will run these on the table. I just don't have enough here to make it worthwhile to set all that up. You got a power supply and the table and the tub, and you're trying to get the water in here when it's froze. Yeah, not today. And I'm pretty happy with it. So that's taken, that had to take at least 10 minutes to go through that. It's just, I can't get over this. Wherever this came from, it was just a mountain of fine. It's fine flour gold. Get a spot here. Let's try it again. And here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's more there. Johnny, I think we're pretty close to the first little shovelful. As I say that, I just see another couple pop up. Right there. Okay, so now let's get the camera. That's what we're doing and how we're doing it. Well, that one little scoop came out of here, and that's what that was. And you have no choice, but you get a little bit of black sand with it, with every squeeze. So anyhow, I'm going to do a couple more scoops, and I'll be back. I mean, you look, there's one, there's one, there's one. And these are easily seen ones. The other ones aren't so easily seen. Up here, there's 3 right here. The little guys. Let me try to get these out of here. Okay, I think we've got pretty much through that. Let's see, I'm not sure what you're seeing here, so I'm going to back you out. And that green pan right there, that's where I've been dumping my, we'll call them tailings now, because if there's gold in here, it's real small and not very much. So anyhow, that's it for now. I'll pan out at least half of what's in this other pan here. What's in this pan right there. I'll try to get about half of that, maybe all of it. We'll see. Be back. All right, guys, so the last bunch is in the pan. I haven't panned yet. That's what we got left. And I just want to say something before we go on here any farther. I might pan a little bit of this before, before I show you. I had a comment accusing me of putting up a 2-year-old video of my last video. And I told him, and I'd like to say it on this camera now, is the timestamp on my camera won't change. I can't change it from, I think it was 2023, and I can't get rid of it. So it's showing wrong, and it's not wrong. That last video was 2 days old today. That material's from at least 2 or 3 years ago, so I don't know where it came from. So I'm not trying to sneak in a 2-year-old video. But anyhow, that being said and clarified, I'm going to try to pan this out now and see where we're at. Be back. Ooh, there's a nice pile right there. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Ain't that something? There's a lot of black sand here, and we're just taking everything. That was all gold and a little black sand. Might be a lot of fine here. There's a couple more. That's a whole herd of them. A whole herd. All right, guys. That's going to be it. I want to show you this first. I don't know how much of that you can see, but look here. This is the black sand that's in this bottle with the gold. It was not preventable, so what we'll do, here's a snuffer dump and try to clean this up a little bit more, but we'll see what happens. Holy smokes. Looks nice. Looks real nice. I think that's all of it. So, if you're looking right here, this is all gold, that's all gold, and it's sitting on the black sand. Let me see if I can get a little closer. I have nothing to compare it to, so it's all with a blur, but now I've got a light reflection in our gold. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. There you go. If you look right here and all up here, this is all gold, and it's laying on a little bit of black sand there and a little bit up there, but lots of gold. Wanted to see the snuffer dump. I'd like to weigh this, but it's by the time I get this out and separated, that's going to be a whole nother video. So anyhow, thank you so much for watching this one. Continuation of part 1. This is part 2. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, give it a great comment, and definitely come back. Thank you so much for watching these. You guys stay safe out there and stay blessed. Be back.